We often want relationship so badly that we enter in it completely unprepared. And one of the ways how we men can prepare ourselves better is to work on our insecurities first. Now, this is a topic that many men don't want to talk about, especially publicly. If someone calls them insecure, they get immediately triggered and shut down because they don't want to feel shame, they don't want to feel weak, less manly, less capable, less valued. Yeah? So instead, they will deny that there is an underlying problem in form of insecurity that is dictating decisions unconsciously and runs life. I'm going to speak about legit male insecurities. And yes, I know that there are also toxic women who use the label of insecurity to try to shame men and force them to drop their healthy boundaries and standards. If we don't address these legit insecurities that each of us personally have, it will affect our personal relationships for the worse. It will make us to show up as boys, trying to overcompensate for these hidden insecurities, and we will try to pretend to be more mature than we actually are, than we actually feel internally. Acknowledging our insecurities and actively solving them is very crucial work because it also affects our confidence, our self-respect. And if we are insecure and we do nothing about it, then other people will also feel not safe around us. Our presence will not be safe. And that means that we as men, we won't be able to provide healthy and stable masculine containment for others. Now let's get to the how-to part. In terms of mindset, you need to address your insecurities directly yourself first. Don't try to overcompensate them by involving others indirectly, because that's bypassing and manipulation. You start this process by spotting your insecurity triggers. What happened in the past that made you feel insecure? Did somebody say or do something, or didn't say and didn't do something that made you feel insecure? And when this situation happened, what was the story that you told yourself? What did you make it mean about yourself? Or what kind of fears did you experience in this moment? Perhaps in this moment you felt inadequate, undervalued, replaceable, or not meeting your partner's or society's expectations. I want you to also ask this question: where am I depending on someone else's opinion, validation, or action to feel secure? Now, this question directly reveals where we are giving our power away, where we give away our responsibility, and we rely predominantly on external authority, someone that dictates what is cool, what is not cool, kind of like fashion police. The funny thing is that people judge each other all the time, but we don't always care what others think about ourselves. But when we do, when someone's comment hurts us, it only reveals that we agree with this person's statement, ourselves too. And it's a painful mirror. This is the first part of finding out all about our insecurities, what are we insecure about, so that we can proactively do something about it and not gaslight others who expose it. It's not pleasant process, but it's necessary for us men if we want to mature and become better men and better partners. It's the foundation of healthy society. Next part is the 3-step process where you actually address each insecurity head on. Let's say that you've come up with a list of 5 insecurities that you can currently identify, which is good. The next thing that you're gonna do is you will gain awareness of how each of this insecurity is impacting you, how it is forcing you to show up in life, what kind of choices you make because of it, or actions. The second step is ask a question of what need underneath this insecurity exists for me, and do this with each insecurity. And step 3 is you need to create an action plan where you take one action outside of your romantic relationship, where you do this on your own, and then one action that involves, let's say, your partner inside of the relationship context that addresses this same insecurity. Now, here are the examples what men can do outside of the relationship with the other. If your need is control, take a disciplined action and commit to it. If your need is confidence, do things in your life that make you feel confident, that make you feel valued, competent, things that you're good at. If you feel insecure because you're living at your mom's place and the need behind is independence and confidence, then it's necessary to solve it most direct way, which for most of us would be to find an income source so that we can rent our own place. And meanwhile doing that, how, for example, we could assist ourselves by feeling less insecure is to be as valuable as possible, yeah, to the family, do things for the household, contribute. Or, for example, you feel insecure because you're unhealthy. Let's say you're not happy with your physical wellness, your body. Maybe there's too much weight. What you can do is get engaged more in physical activities, check your diet and other unhealthy habits and your lifestyle that contributes to this. Or, for example, you want a bigger D so that you can enjoy multiple sex positions even more, and you would gain more confidence in bed. One thing could be, for example, get an extender. Or another thing could be join sexual mastery group or course and learn about the stuff and techniques and that kind of stuff. This is all proactive, all that we men can do on our own. Another example could be that you recognize that you need to acquire a new skill set. You need to develop certain skills so that you would feel more confident or respected, admired, admiration, that kind of stuff, let's say. One such skill could be masculine containment, which involves multiple elements. Another skill could be communication. Another skill could be presence. Another skill could be listening. Another skill could be conflict resolution. All of these very beneficial to be learned to have a greater chance of developing stronger connection with people in our life. Or another example is that you have a need of self-worth and you realize that every time you break your word, it directly damages your self-worth because you feel like shit. Yeah, you don't respect yourself, and other people also don't feel like they can trust you. So for you, the option would be to live a life of integrity. Yeah, follow your word and only promise things that you're 100% sure that you can fulfill. Now, here are some of the examples of actions men can take inside of the romantic relationship. If your need is intimacy, plan a solid date. Take her out more, create more quality time. Yeah. Have more initiative. Here's another example. If you have a need in relationship with your significant other to feel important or confident, then make yourself important to her. Yeah? Find out what's on her plate and help her resolve some of the things. Make it so that you are very valuable to her. And this would also contribute to feeling confident. Yeah? These are the examples how we can work on physical plane, directly addressing our own insecurities that will improve our quality of life over time. And it will affect how we feel to the better. If you found this content useful, I'm curious, what was the biggest insight for you, the most useful part that you're gonna apply? Let me know down in comments. And if you think that this piece of content might be useful to someone, please share it, like it, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.